Hi everybody, so I really wanted to start doing tutorials for beginners, so this is going to be episode 1, and this is how I lay my acrylics. So starting here with Kiara Sky, I use Bougie Beige. I realize you cannot see it in this clip, but that's what I used. I personally think it's easier to use higher quality products, but definitely feel free to use whatever acrylics you have on hand. I also use a size 14 Kolinsky brush, but for beginners, it's usually recommended that you use a little bit smaller, like maybe a 12. So the first thing I did here is I came in and I dipped my brush in my monitor, and then notice how I rubbed it on the side to loosen it up a little bit. Then I went ahead and I picked up my bead. I did 3 slow dabs, and then I turn it over until it gets smooth, and then I apply it. So the first bead that I did right on top of where my tip meets my nail, and I go ahead and I make sure the entire thing is covered, and then I smooth down. So for the next one, that's where I'm going to start actually building the shape. So I'm going to come in a little higher, but not quite to the cuticle. And then again, start to smooth this down. You might have to re-wet your brush in the middle so that the acrylic doesn't stick to it. But that's really what I'm doing here. Then I came in and I put it on the tip. I sped this one up a little bit because this is really just to add a little acrylic to the tip so it's not too thin. And then I came in here with this next bead. So again, with the 3 taps until it's smooth. And I used a little bit of a smaller bead because I am coming into my cuticle. A little tip is that I use my pointer finger to hold back the cuticle a little bit so that it's easier to apply and not flood. So you want this one to be a really good consistency because you don't want it to flood your cuticle. You want to be able to just place it and kind of let gravity fill it in a little bit. That's really what I did. And then I come in and I just, if I feel like it is getting a little close, I just wipe it away with my brush. I try to flatten it on something first so that it's nice and sharp. And then I just come in on the side and wipe it down. So this is really it for my cuticle half of my nail. So I like to look at it from the side, make sure it's like a good consistency and thickness for me. And then really from here on out, I'm really just building the rest of the nail to the shape and size that I want it to be. I make sure you always go in and do a little blending, whether it's up or down, to make sure your acrylic looks smooth. And then make sure you're also, as you're going, wiping down the side. So this is how it turned out. I'm pretty proud of this, but I do want to say, when I first started, this is absolutely 100% not what they looked like. They were horrible and chunky, and that's totally fine. And I hope you guys like this, and I'm by no means a pro, so you don't have to do it this way, but this is the way I do it, and I hope it helps you and you keep going.